everyone, this is Mrs. Obar. I'm coming to you from my library at home. I can't be at school, just like you can't be at school. I'm going to take the opportunity during this vacation to organize my library and alphabetize it because you know I love to alphabetize things. So, what I'd like you to do while you're on your break is to have as much reading opportunities as you can, to take advantage of your family reading to you and listening to their stories, and if you have a chance, I'd love it if you would listen to me read. We usually read at 12 o'clock every day. You can do it at that time, or you can do it right before bed, or listen anytime you want, because we're going to be putting this on YouTube for you to watch and listen to. The first thing I thought we'd do is go over some of our book club books that we've already read before, so you'll be familiar with them. You can talk to your family about them. The first book we're going to read in this series is called After the Fall. Many of you remember it and you know the story, and you can tell your family it's all about a guy named Humpty Dumpty. I'm going to read with my special at-home glasses, not my school glasses, because these are really good and they'll let me be able to read very carefully. And I'll be looking forward to doing more of these for you. Miss you guys. See you soon. My name is Humpty Dumpty. This was my favorite spot, high up on the wall. I know it's an odd place for an egg to be, but I loved being close to the birds. And then one day, I fell. I'm sort of famous for that part. Folks called it the Great Fall, which sounds a little grand. It was just an accident, but it changed my life. Fortunately, all the king's men managed to put me back together. Well, most of me. There were some parts that couldn't be healed with bandages and glue. After that day, I became afraid of heights. I was so scared that it kept me from enjoying some of my favorite things. I walked past the wall every day, and I would think about climbing that ladder again. I really missed the birds and being high above the city. But I could never do it because I knew that accidents can happen. I eventually settled for watching the birds from the ground. It wasn't the same, but it was better than nothing. And then one day, an idea flew by. Making planes was harder than I thought. It was easy to get cuts and scratches, but day after day, I kept trying and trying until I got it just right. My plane was perfect, and it flew like nothing could stop it. I hadn't felt that happy in a long time. It wasn't the same as being up in the sky with the birds, but it was close enough. Unfortunately, accidents happen. They always do. I almost walked away again. But then I thought about all the time I'd spent working on my plane and on all the other things I'd missed. I decided I was going to climb that wall. But the higher I got, the more nervous I felt. I didn't want to admit it. I was terrified. I didn't look up. I didn't look down. I just kept climbing, one step at a time, until I was no longer afraid. Maybe now you won't think of me as that egg who was famous for falling. Hopefully, you'll remember me as the egg who got back up and learned how to fly. Hopefully, you remember this book and liked it. I remember us liking one particular page in particular and always picking our favorite cereal from the shelf. So maybe you'll think about that and think about your favorite cereal that you like and how it's different or how it's the same as some of the cereals that are on the shelves that Humpty Dumpty gets to shop for. Thank you very much for spending your time with me, and I hope to see you very soon, and I'll be back with another story as soon as I can. And take care. Take care of your family. Take care of yourself.